Hey there, my name is Sage, and today I'm doing a blind stat block reading of the Prismari Pledgemage. My expectation for the Pledgemage is the Apprentice buffed. I don't know where they're going to buff it though. I imagine the speed is going to be pretty similar, the attacks are going to be pretty similar, but I expect the spell casting to broaden our range of things we can do. Let's jump into the stat block to see if we're right. The Prismari Pledgemage is a medium or small humanoid sorcerer of any alignment. They have an armor class of 12 or 15 with mage armor. Their average hit points are 66, and they have a movement speed of 35 feet. They have a +0 to strength, +2 to dex, +1 to constitution, +1 to intelligence, +2 to wisdom, and +3 to charisma. They have proficiency in dex and charisma saving throws, as well as the acrobatics, athletics, and performance skills. They have a passive perception of 12, and they speak common plus any 2 languages. They have a challenge rating of 4 and a proficiency bonus of +2. Their first ability is evasion. If the Pledgemage is subjected to an effect that allows it to make a dexterity saving throw to only take half damage, the Pledgemage instead takes no damage if it succeeds on the saving throw, and only half damage if it fails, provided it is incapacitated. The Prismari Pledgemage comes with multi-attack and makes 2 elemental strike attacks. Elemental Strike is a melee or ranged spell attack, +5 to hit, with a reach of 5 feet or range out to 60 feet. It hits one target, and on hit it does on average 12 fire or cold damage, which is the Pledgemage's choice. It has a new action called Showstopper. Once a day, the Pledgemage shines with elemental magic, targeting one creature it can see within 60 feet of itself. The target must make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes 28 fire or cold damage, the Pledgemage's choice, and it is stunned until the start of the Pledgemage's next turn. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and isn't stunned. The Pledgemage also comes with spell casting with a spell save DC of 13. At will, it can cast Minor Illusion, and twice a day it can cast Gust of Wind and Silent Image. So far, that's all the same, except we can do most of what the Apprentice could do twice a day instead. The exception of that is Mage Armor, which can still only be cast once a day, and now we come with a new ability, Water Walk. We still have the bonus action Surge of Artistry, which recharges on a 4 through 6. The Pledgemage moves up to its speed, surrounding itself with elemental magic as it moves. Till the end of its turn, the Pledgemage can move through the space of other creatures. The first time the Pledgemage enters a creature's space on a turn, the creature must succeed on a DC 13 dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone. If the Pledgemage ends its turn in another creature's space, the Pledgemage takes on average 5 force damage and is pushed into the nearest unoccupied space. So this is very, very similar to the Prismari Apprentice, both strengths and weaknesses. The Surge of Artistry still gets its opportunity attacks against it, so it's pretty difficult to use in a lot of situations. We come with a new spell in Water Walk. Water Walk is mostly used for setting up the combat terrain. If you're going to be throwing this stat block against your party, well, maybe have it be on a lake, because that can make it a lot more interesting. Other than that, though, it's going to play almost exactly like the Prismari Apprentice. The only difference now, other than what we've already gone over, is Showstopper, which once a day, it can do this one-person targeted nuke based on the spell save DC. It's guaranteed damage because if they fail it, they're still taking the half damage, and it does quite a bit more damage than what Elemental with Strike can do, even if it hits twice. So I think Showstopper is probably best used to hit a mage who's concentrating on something, because you have a good chance of stunning them. Now this, of course, goes better for non-wisdom based casters because it is a wisdom saving throw, so hitting someone like a wizard or a sorcerer is really what this specializes in, especially if they're concentrating on something. And I'd say that this character would be smart enough to use this once a day ability really intelligently to really try and make it impactful. This has been the blind stat block reading of the Prismari Pledgemage. We are D&D Daily. We release new D&D content every single day, so if that is interesting to you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We'll see you on the next one.